Yeah, I mean, they're still just saying, like, it's, friendship, and then that's all it is. I mean, it's clearly a very intense friendship. Um, you know, I guess you could say. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that, um, if it had been like Harry and Ron, they wouldn't have reacted the same way to save each other. So, it's not, that doesn't, mean. But, yeah. I mean, I do kind of like that they're showing all the parallels between Albus and Harry, because that is exactly how, you know, how, they, got Harry to do what they wanted him to do, was by threatening his friends. Um, so, but, yeah, we're getting, there's, I think, a couple more scenes in Act 3, but yeah, I'm curious how they're gonna get out of this one. I don't know. Act 3, Scene 20. Triwizard Tournament, Maze, 1995. The maze is a spiral of hedges that don't stop moving. Delphi walks determinedly through it. Behind her she drags Albus and Scorpius, their arms bound, their legs reluctantly moving. Ludo Bagman. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you the greatest, the fabulous, the one and the only Tri-Wizard Tournament. There's a loud cheer. Delphi turns left. If you're from Hogwarts, give me a cheer. There's a loud cheer. If you're from Durmstrang, give me a cheer. There's a loud cheer. And if you're from Beauxbatons, give me a cheer. There's a fulsome cheer. Delphi and the boys are forced to move as a hedge closes upon them. The French finally showing us what they're capable of there. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the final of the Tri-Wizard tasks. A maze of mysteries, a disease of uncontrollable darkness. For this maze, it lives. It lives. Victor Crumb passes across the stage, moving through the maze. And why risk this living nightmare? Because inside this maze is a cup, and not just any cup. Yes, the Tri-Wizard trophy stands within this vegetation. Delphi, where is he? Where is Cedric? A hedge almost dissects Albus and Scorpius. Scorpius, the hedges want to kill us too? This gets better and better. Delphi, you will keep up or face the consequences. Ludo Bagman, the perils are plentiful, but the prizes are palpable. Who will fight their way through? Who will fall at the final hurdle? What heroes do we have within our midst? Only time will tell, ladies and gentlemen, only time will tell. They move through the maze, Scorpius and Albus being compelled by Delphi. As she moves ahead, the boys have a chance to talk. Scorpius, Albus, we need to do something. Albus, I know, but what? She snapped our wands, we're bound, and she's threatening to kill you. Scorpius, I'm ready to die if it'll stop Voldemort returning. Albus, are you? Scorpius, you won't have to mourn me for long. She'll kill me and quickly kill you too. Albus, desperate. The flaw in the time turner, the 5-minute rule. We do all we can to run down the clock. Scorpius, it won't work. As another hedge changes direction, Delphi pulls Albus and Scorpius in after her. They continue through this maze of despair. Ludo Bagman, now let me remind you of the current standings. Tied in first place, Mr. Cedric Diggory and Mr. Harry Potter. In second place, Mr. Victor Crumb. And in third place, sacre bleu, Miss Fleur Delacour. Suddenly, Albus and Scorpius emerge from behind a ledge. They're running. Albus, where did she go? Scorpius, does it matter? Which way do you think? Delphi rises up after them. She's flying and without a broom. Delphi, you poor creatures. She throws the boys to the ground. Thinking you can escape me. Albus, astonished. You're not even on a broom. Delphi, broom, such unwieldy, unnecessary objects. 3 minutes gone, we have 2 minutes left, and you will do what you're told. Scorpius, no, we won't. Delphi, you think you can fight me? Scorpius, no, but we can defy you, if we lay down our lives to do so. Delphi, the prophecy must be fulfilled. We will fulfill it. Scorpius, prophecies can be broken. Delphi, You're mistaken, child. Prophecies are the future. Scorpius. But if the prophecy is inevitable, why are we here trying to influence it? Your actions contradict your thoughts. You're dragging us through this maze because you believe this prophecy needs to be enabled, and by that logic, prophecies can also be broken, prevented. Delphi. You talk too much, child. Crucio. Scorpius is racked with pain. Albus. Scorpius! Scorpius. You wanted a test, Albus. This is it, and we're going to pass it. Albus looks at Scorpius, finally aware what he has to do. He nods. Delphi. Then you will die. Albus, full of strength. Yes, we will, and will do so gladly knowing it stopped you. Delphi rises up, full of fury. Delphi. We don't have time for this. Crew. Mysterious voice. Expelliarmus! Bang. Delphi's wand is pulled away from her. Scorpius looks on in astonishment. Brachiobindo! And Delphi is bound. Scorpius and Albus then turn as one and stare in astonishment at where the bolt came from. A young, good-looking lad of 17 or so. Cedric. Cedric, come no further. Scorpius. But you're... Cedric. Cedric Diggory. I heard screaming. I had to come. Name yourselves, beasts. I can fight you. Albus wheels around, astonished. Albus. Cedric? Scorpius. You saved us. Cedric. Are you also a task? An obstacle? Speak. Do I have to defeat you too? There's a silence. Scorpius. No. You just have to free us. That's the task. Cedric thinks, trying to work out whether it's a trap, and then waves his wand. Emancipare. Emancipare. The boys are freed. And now I can go on? Finish the maze? The boys look at Cedric. They are heartbroken. Albus. I'm afraid you have to finish the maze. Cedric. Then I shall. Cedric walks confidently away. Albus looks after him, desperate to say something, unsure what to say. Albus. Cedric. Cedric turns towards him. Your dad loves you very much. Cedric. What? Behind them, Delphi's body creeps into movement. She crawls along the ground. Albus. Just thought you should know that. Cedric. Okay, thank you. Cedric looks at Albus a moment more and then walks on. Delphi pulls out the time turner from within her robes. Scorpius. Albus. Albus. No, wait. Scorpius. The time turner is spinning. Look at what she's doing. She can't leave us behind. Albus and Scorpius both scramble to grab part of the time turner, and there is a giant whoosh of light, a smash of noise, and time stops, and then it turns over, thinks a bit, and begins spooling backwards, slow at first, and then it speeds up. Albus. Albus. What have we done? Scorpius. We had to go with the time turner. We had to try to stop her. Delphi. Stop me? How do you think you've stopped me? I am done with this. You may have destroyed my chances of using Cedric to darken the world, but maybe you're right, Scorpius. Maybe prophecies can be prevented. Maybe prophecies can be broken. What is undoubtedly true is, I'm done with trying to use you annoying, incompetent creatures for anything. No more wasting precious seconds on either of you. Time to try something new. She crushes the time turner. It explodes in 1,000 pieces. Delphi ascends again into the air. She laughs in delight as she sets off hard away. The boys try to chase her, but they've not the slightest chance. She flies, they run. Albus, no, you can't. Scorpius turns back and tries to pick up the time turner pieces. The time turner? It's destroyed? Scorpius, utterly. We're stuck here, in time, wherever in time we are, whatever it is she's planning to do. Albus, Hogwarts looks the same. Scorpius, yes, and we can't be seen here. Let's get out of here before we're spotted. Albus, we need to stop her, Scorpius. Scorpius, I know we do, but how? Okay, I'm a tiny bit confused. Where exactly are they? Like they were in the maze, and then they were about to go back because the 5 minutes were up, and so they grabbed the time turner, but then she did something, again, and the time was moving again. And then it broke. So I guess they're at Hogwarts, but we don't know what year it is. It could be any time in the past or the future, I guess, is what's being implied here. Almost done with the act, so let's just see where the next scene is.